Hi guys, and welcome to another edition of Gifted Monkey TV, all things toy and toy related. I'm your host Jordan Preston, and when we come back, we're going to take a look at a brand new Hot Toys action figure that just came in that's sure to be the big daddy in your Man of Steel collection.
Respect the monkey!
Hey guys, we're back, and didn't I keep my word? This is the big papa of your Man of Steel collection, without a doubt. This is the brand new Hot Toys 1/6 scale Man of Steel movie Jor-El action figure. The first one out the box for the Man of Steel figures coming from Hot Toys, and we just got it in our Gifted Monkey Studios today, and I couldn't wait to share it with you guys. Let's take a look at this great box. Hot Toys really did a very nice job on this box. This is a nice, subtle, respectful, and classy looking box. It looks really good. The box almost looks like a nice piece of poster art and artwork itself, in and of itself. Here you see a big shot of the L family crest right here. That S that we come to know as Superman, but it's the L family crest on Krypton. You get a nice back shot of Krypton. You get those flying beast-like animals and the machines that were featured in the Krypton scenario that we saw in the movie. You get a nice Man of Steel shot up here and a nice little splash of red with the actual Man of Steel Superman logo right there. Very nice. See Jor-El across the box. And down here we have the three different representations of DC Direct, Hot Toys, and Movie Masters identification. And they give you a nice brown muted earth tone color with different bleeds of browns and yellows. Just very classy and nice, with a nice streak of sunlight hitting across the crest and on the top and on the bottom. Very classily done. You turn it to the side. They have, I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera, but there's like a muted S symbol on the box, and it's like a cellophane looking S because it's clear. It's really nice. See a star, shooting star going across the skies. More of Krypton. On the back, it gives you all the indicia of who made it from Hot Toys and the warnings and the choking hazards and all those good things like that. Also, if you guys can write me on the bottom and let me know, this is the first time I'm hearing about this Toy Hunters, distributed by Toy Hunters. This seems like a new player in the mix with Hot Toys and Sideshow. I don't know. I've never seen that on their box before. So if you guys know any information about these guys, Toy Hunters, as a distributor for Hot Toys, let me know. Might be one of the reasons why their prices are going up. Here you see the DC, all the DC logo stuff, Hot Toys, all the good stuff. You see the groundwork and the flame of Krypton. I guess this is in pre-eruption mode right here. Same thing on this side, a silhouetted, lightly muted S on this side. And on the top, they did a really nice thing with this brown. They mixed in a nice earthy blue, the color and texture of Superman's outfit. Nice, very good, with the Man of Steel logo on top. When you crack it open, this box has like a nice subtle magnet. Once again, not a big magnet or one of those patches that stick together like that, the Velcro patches. This is nice muted. You can't even tell there's a magnet in the sleeve actually, but it's very tight. Clicks on real good. Opens nicely. You see a blue. This is where Jor-El and his accessories would have been housed right there, but I took them out. I beat you guys to it. I took them out, and here you see the cast and crew of the people who brought this figure into fruition. Sculptors, producers, artists, all that type of things like that. Very nice. Hot Toys presents Movie Masters series. Very good stuff. And it gives you a nice little textury feel on the box too. Not quite as ruffled as some of the textures of Superman's uniform really is, but it's subtly ruffled, so you feel it. Let's take a look at this figure and some of the accessories. Now, Jor-El didn't come with a whole lot of accessories. Well, then again, in the movie, he didn't do a lot of things that required a lot of accessories. He comes with 3 sets of hands, a relaxed pair, two fists, and like gun holding, item holding hands, casual item holding hands. Comes with the Codex skull, if you remember that. That was what all the hoopla was about in the movie. And it comes with this nifty gun from the planet Krypton. It kind of looks like a kind of a bioweapon. It's very nicely detailed. It has a nice little subtle detail in it. and I don't know what the heck this thing is supposed to depict, but it looks like a bio type of weapon. Very nice looking. Very nice looking. Look at that. It's got some good detail. You don't know how accurate it is because you never got a full look at the weapon in the movie, but it looks pretty darn accurate. And it comes with a simple instruction booklet. And also it comes with a nifty base. Now I'm going to spend a few moments on this base. This base has the plaque on it that says Man of Steel Jor-El, and it has a nice subtle shading of like a faded out yellow and black wash all over it. And it's a nice, looks like graphite, but it's not. It's plastic, but it looks like a graphite type background grayish base around it with nice little things to rest on. And it's got a nice little light heft to it. Got some dimension to it. But what makes this unique, and I think they're going to do this with all the Man of Steel figures, so they just, even though Jor-El doesn't need this type of thing, I think they just generically put it on with all the Man of Steel figures just to get them out the door. But this has a screw-on arm. Screw it in like that. Hope you guys are getting that on me. Screw it in just like that. And then the top clips on in there. And then it has a little capper to make it all look aesthetically good looking. Goes on top like that, and it tightens down your gripper like that. Now what's unique about this thing, it looks very, very organic. I like the way it looks, and it's dark so it hides in your display case or where you're going to put it. But it also has a bend feature to it. You can bend it around like that for a flying pose, leaping pose, kicking pose, jumping pose, recoil pose if he got hit, or a repel pose if he's jumping off of something. Like I said, Jor-El didn't do a lot of stuff like that, and especially not in this costume did he do a lot of that stuff. He did some of that stuff in the fighting stuff when he had the battle uniform on, but not in this. But they're probably going to put this on all the Man of Steel figures because the other 2 or 3 that are coming out are action-based, and this just generically fits aesthetically well with the rest of the series if they make them all like that. So there we go. But that's a pretty nice base. I dig that. And then you just sit it right there, and you put your Jor-El figure in there. You can just move him around. So actually you lock him up there, but if you want him to stand right, you just move it all around until he gets the right pose in front of his base like that. It's pretty nice. All right, guys, now the moment you all been waiting for. Let's take a look at our Jor-El Man of Steel figure. Guys, before I forget, Hot Toys also included their customary replacement pins for the arms and feet that they always put in their quarter scale figures, 1/6 scale figures. There we go. Now, Hot Toys did a fantastic job on this figure. The costuming is really film accurate to when Jor-El was talking to the council and being his mellow Jor-El stately self before he got into his battle outfit. Between you and I wish that they would have also made a battle outfit Jor-El, because that outfit was just so great. When I see it on the DC Direct statues and stuff, it just looks so fantastic that I just would love to see what Hot Toys would do with it. But this is great because this is how he looked like most of the time in the movie. So this is more important, I guess. But if you look at that, they got the nice crest, beautiful reckoning of his crest, the L crest. Nice, nice. These are plastic, like a rubbery, almost a rubbery hard plastic. But they're nice. They're really solid in there. Got the nice tunic collar on him. The material on this feels really nice. We have the robe leading into the robe. Nice burgundy color on that robe. Nice detail in the armor on his shoulders, and neck armor and back armor. Really nice. It has a zipper, so it zips up. I guess you can actually take this off. I wouldn't try it if I were you. I've seen some other guys on YouTube talk about it's not really meant to come off, but you can if you really wanted to do it. But there we go. His hair sculpting is really beautifully done. Face sculpting. I got to show you this face sculpting, guys. This face, look at that. This face is Russell Crowe. Now, it might not be 100% Russell Crowe, but darn, man, I wouldn't want to be caught in the middle of the difference. It looks really like Russell Crowe. There's no mistaking who this is. Even if you didn't see the Man of Steel movie, but you knew the actor Russell Crowe, you would know who this is. Great job on this. Great job. They did a good build on him too. It's kind of a stocky build, stately, fatherly build that they did, accurate to the movie. His gauntlets are nice. They're hard plastic as well. They also come off when you take the hands off. You can pull the gauntlets, slide right off if you want. They're not affixed to the material of the outfit. Very nice. Very nice stitching and embroidering down the front. Very, very good. Now, they also gave you you see a hint of how the Man of Steel coming out, their 1/6 scale Man of Steel figures costume is going to probably feel and look a lot like this underneath that Jor-El has on, because it looks exactly like the Man of Steel color blue and the Man of Steel texture in the movie. So this is probably what the Man of Steel is going to look like. Underneath his robe, you can see the boots. Now the boots are like affixed onto the costume, so the boots don't come off. The boots aren't even separated like boots that you can swivel. They are affixed onto the uniform. So they're one part and parcel. Very nice though. Very nice. They did very nice. A nice subtle look on this figure. Articulation wise, Jor-El has head movement up, down, side, side, full swivel. You're going to get a little bit of the, you're going to see the cut in the line in the neck, but you know what? It doesn't show that bad on this. Some of the other Hot Toy figures, it really is annoying that it has that cut, but this one you don't really notice it. It's subtle. I guess because the tunic comes up pretty high too, it is subtle. It gets a rotation up in the arms, but because of the restriction of this fabric as well as the side armor on the shoulders, it's going to go up about that high. You get a nice full bend in the arm, full rotation of the hands, very little swivel movement in the wrists. Very subtle. Very subtle, not a lot. Because of the gauntlets and partly because of the way it's made. It doesn't give you a lot of play with that. Legs give you a nice bend, full back bend like that. You can raise the foot up about that high, but again, because of the robe and because of the structure of this rubbery under material of his undergarment, it moves weird too, so it doesn't let you do it that much. And his knee won't come up that high either. There is a little bit of movement in the foot. You can get it up about that high. I wouldn't recommend taking it any higher. It feels like it's going to snap almost, because remember, this is adhered to there, so it doesn't give a lot of give. You can get it down in a full flying pose. Again, we'll see how the actual Superman foot will look like that. This material bends very well, though. Look at that. And that's on both legs. Again, because of the robe, you're not going to get a full leg gap. It goes about this much before it starts to tug on the material of the robe. And there you go. And you get a swivel back on the foot too. So you can swivel it and change it around, but then it affects that. As you see that little gap right there, it makes that little gap happen, which I don't think you want to have in your figure. It doesn't look too sightly. Well, there he is, Jor-El, Papa Daddy of Kal-El, Superman, the Man of Steel from the Man of Steel movie. This guy is awesome. I really like the way Hot Toys captured his face. I like the subtleness and stateliness of his garments. They look really film accurate and look really nice and muted colors. I like the codex that they included and the gun. Very nice. And that new kind of stand that they're doing will be nice, and it will really come in handy if they implement this same exact type of stand with the other Man of Steel figures they got coming down the line, which I think they will. Now, the price of this figure, it's kind of costly. It ran me $246. So $246 is what it'll cost you when all is said and done. And that also depends on what neck of the world you live in. The further away from the delivery place, you know the deal. So it's going to cost you about $246, $250. But it's a really nice figure. Should you buy it? Here's what I tell you. If you guys are diehard Superman fans and you must have all things Superman, then it's not going to get much better than this for the Jor-El. I know they have the DC Direct statue, and they have the Mattel toys and all those things like that, and other kind of action figures and statues and kits that came out. But to be honest, this Hot Toy likeness and replica plus the actual fabric clothes all make it a must-have for you Man of Steel figure collectors, you Superman collectors. And if you're a Man of Steel the movie collector, there's no doubt about it. Need I say more? You gotta have this, and you gotta have the whole line of the Hot Toys Man of Steel movie figures because they look fantastic. They're accurately done. So yes, it's definitely worth the buy. If you're just a casual Hot Toys collector, though, maybe you might want to stay away from this and buy something that you're really passionate about. But if you are on the Superman team, you gotta have it. It is a definite yes to build the pantheon of your Man of Steel collection. I like that very much. So there you go. I want to take this time out now. We're in the holiday seasons here as we film this episode of Gifted Monkey. I want to thank all of you out there for tuning in, making our first year, our first few months of being on YouTube really fantastic and phenomenal. I love when you guys write in comments. I love the personal YouTube friendships that I'm building with people like Stu Murray, Dean Knight, Rhino, Mangon. All you guys are really just really good. So thank you so much. Happy holidays. Blessings to you and your family. And as we go into 2014, all of us have some great success on YouTube and all our ventures that we're doing in our lives. So remember, if you like this one, comment below. I'll get back to you, you know that. And like us. Also, like us on Facebook. Check us out there. And on Pinterest. We got some nice stuff viewing up on Pinterest. Take care of yourselves. Be well. But remember, collecting action figures and toys, even a brand new Hot Toys 1/6 scale Man of Steel Jor action figure can be as fun as a barrel of monkeys. But respect the monkey. Play nice. Take care, guys. Happy holidays.